Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 11, and he has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills, and he helps me paint the backgrounds with a hand-over-hand method, and then I paint the rest. So I am, can anyone guess? Painting flowers. I laugh because I paint a lot of flowers, and if you've watched before, you know I paint a lot of flowers. I have a glare tonight. I don't know what's going on, but it is my lights and eyes are not agreeing. I don't know what's different tonight that's doing this, but something is going on. I'll have to figure it out. We shall see. That's always my answer. We shall see. But I will have to figure it out. I'm trying to make myself do some different. I've been doing lots of bunches of flowers, and so I'm just trying to really kind of maybe that'll help make it so. Ooh, then there's buzz. Well, okay, there, got it. This is just from opening the bottles, this loveliness. Yeah, that happens. The weather has been hot and cold and hot and cold, and that has drastically changed my my paints, and so here I am with these interesting things happening with them. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Like I said, I'm trying to go through and do a little bit different flowers and not stick with the exact same thing. So we'll see what happens here. I've got like all the colors on my I generally put them on as see, I've just got paint mixed everywhere. This is part of my problem. One of the things got stuck and created more problems, you can see. Several of them. But I've got run over paints. They're just all some are thick, some are thin, some are causing more problems than I can even explain. So it's creating havoc where there wasn't havoc, but now there's havoc. And see here, this, I'm telling you, everywhere, it's just everywhere. And this brush, you didn't realize you were coming to hear me complain about every little detail, did you? This brush is got a bristle sticking out, so I need to take care of that. But for now, we're just gonna go with the flow here. Okay, so and my cat's running around. He's probably gonna make a lot of noise in a moment or 10. I'm changing brushes again. Maybe this one will be. I got some new ones, and I'm gonna try. I've had these for quite some time, and I love them. But when I was newer to painting, I did not understand the process of how you would wash a brush or take care of a brush or deal with a brush. And so I'm learning, let's just say. So that is, now I kind of know a little bit more what I should be doing and how I should be doing it. So hopefully that will kind of help me with the process and get there. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I'm just doing some wild flowers. I almost that word did not come out. Wild. It was not gonna be. It was having a time coming out wild. I sounded southern, real southern for a moment. Not that I'm not southern, so, but it just was not coming out clearly. So, but we'll get there like that. I can't decide what I'm doing and how I got here, but we're just gonna keep adding. I never know exactly what flowers, like, I should study flowers to make them. I've told this before that I can't even say my favorite flower's name. And someone was kind enough to say, you should, like, translate it. And it's funny because my son does that all the time. He will have Siri and the other one that if I say her name, she's gonna turn on and then say something, and then she'll say, I don't understand that, because that's what usually happens when I'm trying to explain something to her. But my son will talk to both of them and get them going so that he can ask them different languages, different phrases in different languages. And so it's interesting to me that I can't even begin to understand how many languages that he knows. But it's tons, I think. I think he comprehends more than he can actually say, but because he can't really tell me what he knows, I'm just kind of guessing at that. But I do know he knows a lot of words and phrases and such. So I'm kind of trying to let this dry a little bit because I have a feeling I'm going to put one on top of it because that's what I do. But I kind of like it, so I'm hesitant as well. So we'll see. We'll see when we get there, I suppose. But I fell asleep again. It's the saga of sleep. That's what I did. I wasn't gonna fall asleep. I promised myself I wasn't gonna fall asleep, and then there it was. Sleep happened. But I need sleep as well, so it's okay. If you've watched before, you know a lot of times I use the same paintbrush because I like to see the shades and the colors and everything. And I try to imagine like a flower that's facing one direction or another, and they're kind of, competing's probably not the right word, but they're adjacent. I wonder what the right word is. The English language, I love it, and it baffles me as well. Because there's so many words to describe something, and yet it's like that's just, and then there's still not enough words They're just not enough words to describe what we want to say, or what, you're trying to express, or what you needed to do. I don't know. So I feel like in a way that is upside down, and then a way it's not. So we can decide which way we want it to go. Guess I'm going to make it go this way and just kind of add it that direction. So let's see what colors I have left on my plate. I have lots of purpley colors. So now, like I said, I have to decide if I want to cover this up, or just kind of have something kind of dangling down here from up that way. So I think I kind of made my decision here. Somehow I'll make it go that way. We'll just kind of have it from in here. And I'm sure I'll be covering it up shortly here, because that's what I do. That's what I do. I cover stuff up. Oh, I'm trying to decide what color to put next and where to put next colors. I think I'm gonna do a kind of random. Sometimes you just need some random spiky doodles, or dotty doodles. I'm not sure what that exact. Oh, I forgot I had my pink here too. So this is gonna be in this section right here. And we'll see what happens. I'm gonna mix a little red in that one and see what I can come up with. Oh, it's just mixing. It's not really going the way I thought it would go, which is okay. So we're just gonna do something like that, and then come back in with some green here. So I don't have a lot of stems down here to be able to have as much stuff up there as I do. So I might need to take something this direction and kind of have something happening. We'll just see. Sometimes you have to improvise where your lines are going. This kind of looks like a one heading this direction, so we're gonna make it head that direction, because it's kind of below that, and see what we can come up with to have little dots of something or other. And then maybe it just needs a little randomness in there. You know, since we don't know what the flowers are, we just make flowers until we don't make any more flowers. And then it does what it does. Now see, this one here, I'm going to go back and color in some of these lines because I always say I love to watch paint dry. And this is exactly why I love to watch paint dry, because this was so much bolder, and then it kind of faded into the background. And with the way my paints right now have been doing what they've been doing, it doesn't surprise me that this kind of faded away. And you know, no big deal, but we want it to kind of still shine on its own, you know. Ugh. So we're getting there. We're getting there. I think I need like something over here. Maybe just a little, like, just a little kind of, you know, kind of little flower, just to say it's there. Sometimes they don't have to be like the full effect. They can just kind of be in the background, you know. Even though they're like important, they don't have to be importanter. The most importanter ones, you know. So that kind of looks like a wing. I don't really want to go too much more with that. I'm gonna have to do something, but I'm kind of excited about that. So it's probably not the way to go with that. Let's see if I can kind of mimic it on this side, maybe a little. So it's coming or something, I don't know. And then I might need some shades of purple. Give it some depth here. Okay, we're kind of liking that. I always try to find like one flower or one part of the picture or something that like really is what makes me happy about the painting, or what brought it together or something. And sometimes it's not necessarily what I think it's going to be, or, you know, how it, but it just needed like an extra, you know? So that one made me happy. But I think I need one more little doodad brightness over here. And then I think we'll be done. So I think I'm going to go back to my little, this brush, maybe. And take and just make it just a little, we'll see. We shall see. And then mix it in there. Oops. kind of like a little bit of a starflesh flower. We've got many pokey ones, but you know. So I think that's where we're adding here. Okay, I need some yellow to stick out down there. Let's try this yellow. There we go. There we go. I think I need like one more something, but it might just be that I need like a green oops, I think I just hit the trying to decide. I was gonna put a little bit of color on it. I think the just to give it a little tiny bit of flare up here. Maybe. Almost. We're almost there. It's so, it just needs like some brightness up here is what I'm thinking. I think that is like okay. We got lots of colors. All right, let me see what happens when I do O for Owen. And then L and B. And try and just look and see if there's anything else I kind of need to add something to, or I wanted to just kind of put a little color in there because when it dries, it's kind of gonna dry a little flatter. And then this is the dark purple, and so again, when this dries, it's not necessarily going to take away from this brighter, lighter purple. It's just going to add the dimensions to it, I think. So just adding some of the tiny bit of textures like of the drying stage. So just a little texture when it dries. You have to get really quiet when you're doing the drying stage. Oh, just joking. But this is gonna go into the same kind of thing. It's gonna fade away. fade away. Which, again, there, you know, it's not so bad if it's gone. You just want it to kind of have the memories of it being there. Like, it still needs to have some of the shading or some of the, you know, the way something looks. I'm just going to add a couple little green doodads in here because they're not completely gone, you know. Some in, some out, some around. And then I think I don't want to like add too many extra. I don't want to like make it too bulky, but I just want to add a little something to it. And now that this is drying, I want to add a little center now that I'm looking at it more. Okay, I think I'm done. You said we thought you were done 20 minutes ago. Okay, I'm done. All right. Well, thank you for watching and being a part of our day. I appreciate it, and you have a great rest of yours. Toodles.